the struggle. I'm Hove, and this is
Yo boy, T.Y. Fly, a.k.a. Mr. Babaluskie. You know what I mean?
all right, Mr. Babaluskie. Was good, man. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, so for people who don't know, Babaluskie actually do a lot of events in LA, to be honest.
Yes.
And a lot of hip hop events,
Yes.
right? Matter of fact, do you have one coming up soon?
Yeah, March 20th, Prospect Park. Shout out to Prospect Park, downtown Los Angeles. Shout out to Tino's World, I Go Seek. Yeah, we got the Peace Takeover Bash.
Peace Takeover Bash.
Peace Takeover Bash.
What the hell's going on with that bipolar ass name, and what's going on with
Well,
the
I mean, 2025, we trying to just do something more, more peaceful.
more peaceful?
Yeah. You trying to, bring unity, you know what I'm saying, and really just do it with all of our shows we've been doing. It's just been great networking. Everybody getting along, supporting, people standing to the end of the show. We set the vibe, we set the tone.
You say that like that's important. Why is that important?
Because it is. Because, being an artist and the event planner, you want to make sure you come somewhere that's safe. You know what I'm saying?
Is that why people don't come to rap hip hop shows no more?
Basically, yeah.
But
your life could be tucking.
I thought rap artists want to be famous and they want to get paid.
Well, yeah, but you're going to have to do it different nowadays because you take people's life. Innocent souls coming to see you performing and they getting killed.
But if I listen to your gangster rap, you got to be really about what you're talking about, though.
Well, yeah, but you only got a handful that's really about what they talk about nowadays.
So ain't that kind of intuitive? Like, right, if you're really about what you say you are about in your lyrics and then you go out in the public and you're a rapper, then they're going to shoot up ultimately the venue, then you ain't going to make no money. So what are we doing?
They doing their ass backwards.
Doing our ass backwards?
Doing their ass backwards.
So you think we need to change what we doing as a people?
All the way, 10,000%. I mean, because we got this platform to let our voice be heard, you know what I'm saying, in the most way. And violence and just negativity is all that, is being put out there where... But
that's what's getting people paid, so what do we do about it?
Well, stop. It's not about the money at the end of the day.
It's literally the music business. It's all about the money. What the fuck?
Well, listen here. I'm going to tell you like this. All money ain't good money. Sometimes you got to look at what can you do to reach one to teach one? What can you do to really save the youth?
Realistically, that sounds good, but
Yeah.
if that's selling more, then that's what's going to be on the screen more.
True.
So then that's what's going to ultimately it's going to loop around. It affects everything. So
I think, let's take a seat back. Gangster rapping and all this negativity shit been going on for so long. It been mainstream. So now it's time for the positivity, positive lyrics to come and take over.
How does a positive rapper do that?
By staying consistent. Don't give up.
It got to be more than just consistency. Come on now.
No, seriously. Don't give up on it. You feel what I'm saying? Don't get taken over by what's already out there. You got to stand for something.
How about they just do what Drake did and make music for the women? Or make us dance?
Because
it worked for him.
I'm gonna make you dance regardless in my testimony and everything. You feel what I'm saying? Because
how you gonna make them dance, Babaluskie?
It's called creativity. You feel what I'm saying?
What kind of creativity you talking about?
It's that different creativity God bless you with when you hear a beat and you like, yeah, you know what, man? Okay, I'm gonna still talk about the positive things, but I'm gonna put some dancing.
You over here bobbing your head, right?
Yeah.
You acting like you really do this. Won't you? That's a camera.
Okay.
You an artist and shit, right?
Yeah.
All right, and you talking all this positivity shit. Show us something then.
All right, look here.
Yeah, because I don't think they believe
never like you do, you always come through. You're lusty to me like the Lord, that's why I give a praise to you. Yeah.
Man, that was like 2 bars.
Yeah.
How do we know what the hell? Come on, man, show us something for real. Stop playing. He want to give you 2 bars of freaking positivity and think that's going to combat all the negativity. What the hell?
I got you right.
Let's see.
All right, I got you. Hey, man, never like you do, you always come through. You love to me like the Lord, that's why I give a praise to you. At the end of the day, ain't no conversation to be taught. The devil's still trying to get me, but he really get tossed. I'm peeking positivity into the world. You gotta know I'm doing it for the little boys and girls. We gotta change the channel, change what we thinking. You already know I'm gonna make you stump like Kurt Franklin. It's a freestyle session here with the Green Light Lounge. You already know I'm gonna do it right now. Get up off your seat and get on down. It's Mr. This the Babaloo, and I'm here to clown. In LA, this is my town. You already know how we do it. Gotta get down. Friday nights is going up. Saturday too. You already know what it is. Bring your crew. We at Prospect Park on the 20th of March. You already know what it is. The Black Man March. Yeah, Black history. Like Martin Luther King. I had a dream. Yada that I mean.
Okay.
Yo.
So that was all. That was off the top.
That was off the top.
Okay. So you're an artist, and you also do events, right? Are you doing events to get other artists out, or are you just doing events because you want more attention?
I'm doing events to get more artists out. Really what I start doing events for me to have a platform to do my music. You know, to invite people out to get to know Babaluskie, Mr. T.Y. Fly Camp. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what I really start doing my own events for. And then another reason, because niggas want to be charging stupid ass prices to perform, and I'm like, what's that for? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like,
hold on, slow up. What do you mean niggas was charging stupid ass prices? What that got to do with anything?
Well, first and foremost, it's like, I'm an artist.
Okay.
I'm the entertainment for the night. You feel what I'm saying? You should be paying me to come out here to do my thing.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
That sounds about right. Okay. Continue.
So now, I'm not saying that I don't charge to get on stage, but a lot of times I don't.
Okay, so let me understand this correctly. Artists whose job is to get paid for performing go out to events and don't get paid for performing.
Well, so
how does that work?
So at my shows, you could get paid.
Okay.
So if you bring out artists, if you bring out people, your support system, you feel what I'm saying, and they pay at the door, you feel what I'm saying, we will break you off, you know what I'm saying, on how many people you bring out.
Like how many people?
So say you bring
so basically making people buy tickets, sell tickets, I'm sorry.
Pretty much. I mean, well, they could either hit the Eventbrite, they ain't got to sell them themselves, they could just, share the link to the Eventbrite, or the people could just, So
how many tickets would they need to sell to profit?
To see a good profit, at least like a cool 30, 40 tickets.
Most artists have a problem with getting 10 people out. How do artists get past not having a support system?
You gotta be out. You gotta get them. You can't be scared. You gotta get out there. You gotta follow people. You gotta get out there in the streets where people at to hand out flyers and let people know who you are and what you're doing, and let them know where you're gonna be performing at, and then they're gonna come. They're gonna check you out, and then that's how you grow your following.
Yeah.
That's how I'm known to do it.
So you just go out in the world and pass out flyers, and that's what gets you fans.
I'm gonna tell you like this: when I got signed in DeRidder, Louisiana, to Gotti ENT, you feel what I'm saying, man? Gotti
ENT. What Gotti?
Got it.
Gotti ENT. Okay.
Got it. Yeah. When I got signed out there in Louisiana, man, I'm telling you, I used to go to the Mardi Gras. Well, maybe 300 CDs, maybe 5,000 flyers. And by the time I make it back from maybe Lafayette, New Orleans, one of those, to DeRidder, I'm talking about the talk around the town about Gotti ENT, the Gotti Boys, was just crazy, bruh. I'm talking about you just don't understand, social media is very little bit, to me, very little bit of people that you could reach.
Why?
Because, everybody that got social media ain't on social media. They busy, you know what I'm saying? They get on there when they could get on there, you feel what I'm saying? Or they get on there and it's okay, they look at it, they ain't leaving no likes, they ain't leaving no comments, they ain't sharing it. So you got to get out there where people at, in the streets, the malls, the workplaces, getting off work.
But that's how shit always used to be. Is it you saying it's still going, even with social media, still going back to that?
You needs to stay on that. We should never give up on that. Because social media is just not what it's supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? To me, you feel what I'm saying? I feel like it's supposed to be, people to share what they got coming up. Nowadays you sharing something in somebody else's group or somebody else's page, they get mad at you for sharing something, promoting. That's what social media for. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't want to get into it with nobody. So I'll meet you on the street, hand you a flyer. Most likely you're going to throw the flyer on the ground. Then the next person going to walk. You're going to see it on the ground, pick it up, put it back on the ground. Next person going to walk, see it on the ground, pick it up. Maybe keep it or put it back down on the ground. But guess what? The information going to stay locked in their head. Either they don't took the picture of it, memorize the date, the address, and they going to pop up. You feel what I'm saying? So
if you pass out 2,000 flyers, how many people think are actually going to come to your venue?
Out of 2,000, I'm thinking at least a cool 500 should show up.
How has that worked for you, and has it worked for you?
It has worked for me. It has worked for me in the South.
What about here in LA?
LA, no. I haven't been able to really hit the streets like I would like to out here in LA. You feel what I'm saying? Like that, you know, with the promotion. Mm-hmm. Because it is a difference between LA and the South. Like, okay. Totally. You know what I'm saying? Like, totally. Out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm originally from LA, so, you know, I love my home for one, but it's just, it's that's more you got to deal with the streets of people attitudes and not really showing love, not knowing who you are in the South. They don't give a fuck, you know, as long as you really just doing what you say you're doing about the music, about what you out there trying to do it for, if it's for your neighborhood or the kids, trying to, you know, put the message out there. They gonna honor that. When I was out there, man, I had people that didn't even fuck with hip hop that's respecting the hustle. You feel what I'm saying? Out here, you know what I'm saying, you might find certain people that do that, but it's not as strong as the South.
But LA's a bigger market, so
that's what people think. That's a hype.
What do you mean? It's 8 million people here.
Yeah, that's fine and dandy.
Okay.
But these 8 million people that already made it don't give a fuck about you that's trying to make it. Because if they did, the ones that's trying to make it be next up. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, guess how many of us is related to those that's already like mainstream A-lister artists?
How many? Realistic
a lot. Like for real, it's a lot of people that's related to a lot of artists, a lot of celebrities.
So why aren't y'all famous with them then? I mean,
because you know they for themselves. They for themselves. You feel what I'm saying?
How come it's just your music ain't whack?
Well, it could be that too. But if your music is whack, I feel like they should be able to tell you, hey, your music is whack, go back to the drawing board. Or hey, if you want to try to be in this field, you need to try to do something different with, you know, your talent that you think you have. Because if my music is whack, at the end of the day, my fans, please let me know, because that's what I make it for. You know what I'm saying? I make it, putting out my story, my testimony. But if it's coming off whack, if it's coming off not likable, message me, let me know. All right, that one wasn't, that one, no.
No, that was not it.
That wasn't it.
Okay.
That was trash. I feel that you might could do better. And if not, you might need to rethink, you know.
Well, then, if that's true, and you got to have some harsh criticism like that, how sensitive can artists be? Because I know a lot of artists, sensitivity, let's just say, can be an issue when someone's saying, nigga, that shit ain't it.
Well, I feel like, you know, for one, you got to be an artist, you got to know how to take, you know, hard criticism. You got to know how to be, you know, like told the truth. That's
what if you wanted them people to say, it don't matter what people say, just keep doing your music?
It does matter what people say. And whoever says that is a motherfucking lie. Because that's what's wrong with some of this music that's out here now. It's trash as fuck. And it's just, oh man, just keep on doing what you're doing. It doesn't matter.
Some of them people get famous though.
And they do. And that's fine and dandy, but it's still trash.
Can you name one artist that was famous that music just trash?
Okay, I don't understand a lot of like, what's that boy name? Tashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Like trash.
Why?
Because it's just a lot of lies and just.
No, he got arrested for telling what he was doing.
I mean, true enough. But I'm just saying, it's just like that's a lot of lie bullshit. Like, I don't want to hear about that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't feel his style. I don't feel what he talk about. I just don't like it.
So he's an example.
A big example.
What is the example of somebody who deserve it?
Outside of me?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like Phantom Squad, J.R. Mills, D. Young, there's so many artists out here in L.A., you know what I'm saying, upcoming.
Why do you feel like these up-and-coming people never really make it out?
It got a lot to do with our attitude.
So you need an attitude correction to make it?
Hell yeah. God ain't gonna bless you with no, success and you got a fucked up attitude, man.
But most artists act like fucking prima donnas, men included. Matter of fact, they even worse than the women. Women be ready to work.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's true, then why do most artists be acting like prima donnas then?
Prima donnas. Well, because, I guess that's just how they got to fake it to make it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, they just got to fake it to make it. That's how they shit. I don't know, bruh. I don't know on that one.
Because a lot of artists, they be more famous in their head than they be in real life.
Yeah.
Causing more work. Selfish.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Like some of the artists I just named right now, I know them personally.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Real dads, real cats from the hood that been struggling their whole life.
Mm-hmm.
That really need a blessing or a miracle in their life to change their life for the better.
Got it.
You feel what I'm saying? A lot of these other cats, you know what I'm saying, they just a lot of wannabes, bigger than they think they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you could put on an act.
So you think you need to be authentic, and the people we should be paying attention to is the everyday person?
Everyday persons matter.
But is their life even interesting enough to matter?
It is. If you really sit down with a lot of these people and see what they go through on a daily, and then see how life, society, the hand that life that's dealt them, that's treat them so fucked up, it's be like, wow. And they keep on pushing. You hardly even know. They don't even wear it on their face like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They that's either that's been going through it their whole life. They just
so if
numb to it.
We should pay attention to the everyday person and what they're going through. Then why don't we make music for the everyday person? Because as far as I'm concerned, a lot of music be garbage because it's always talking about killing, and that gets a little boring. But the everyday person has a lot going on, like you said, and those will probably be more interesting stories. Why do artists not make songs like that and perform shit like that?
Because
especially independents.
I'm gonna tell you from my experience with it, because when I was doing like my song "I'm Black," "Keep Your Head Up," "Walk It Out," and other songs like that, the crowd was half nodded. They wasn't into it like that. So I was like, I want to see these niggas dance. Like I want to see them feel my music. So
right.
I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to talk. I don't talk about killing and all the nonsense. So I gotta make something to make them dance. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So what is your new music gonna be about then?
New music is testimonial.
Taking them into church.
I'm taking them to church, man.
Why church? Don't nobody want to go to church on a Thursday night, man.
Hey, listen here, I'm gonna tell you like this: we need church all.
Sorry about that, Big Mama.
7 days of the week. Yeah, Big Mama watching.
Yeah, she actually does.
Yeah. So we need church all through the week, all through our lives. You feel what I'm saying? Point blank. You feel what I'm saying? So, and that's why I call it positive lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about to church you to death, but I'm about to speak on the goodness of God. I'm about to speak on what God brought me through. I'm about to speak on what God could do for you because He did it for me.
So is this gonna be a Christian rap album?
Nah, it's going to be a positive lyric album.
What's the difference?
it's really no difference. But I feel like for me I'm not a gospel artist.
Got it.
You feel what I'm saying? I believe in God. He is my personal savior.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? But I'm on the road to getting back a close relationship with him.
Okay.
But until then, I feel like I still should be able to talk about the goodness of God, what He done for my life.
No, it's never a better time than now, right?
To tell you, I got the platform to do it, so why not? You feel what I'm saying? And it's up to those that's sitting down in the audience if they want to sit there and listen to it or not. I'm still gonna speak my
Your piece.
I'm still gonna speak my piece on it.
All right, so the camera's watching.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk to them? They right there.
Yeah.
Talk to the audience. Let them know before we get out of here what your message was and what this new album gonna be about. Talk to them.
Yeah. So you feel what I'm saying? It's your boy T.Y. Flycam, Mr. Babaluskie, man. Here with the Green Lounge, Angel House. Angel Playhouse, is it?
Clubhouse.
Okay. Clubhouse Empire. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? The new project is called Testimony, My Testimony. It's that's really reach one to teach one. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of awareness music. You feel what I'm saying? Me being on dialysis, speaking upon a lot of things just to watch out for, so you don't end up on dialysis. You feel what I'm saying?
Stay away from soda.
Stay away from sodas, stay away from grease. Watch what you eat, what you put inside your body, you feel what I'm saying? The way you consume alcohol, your party favors, you feel what I'm saying? How you do it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it, you feel what I'm saying? So that's, pay attention to it, you feel me? Because this ain't a road that I want for nobody, you know what I'm saying, to be on dialysis or to deal with any type of sickness. So it's just going to be a lot of just talking about the goodness of God, my journey, you feel what I'm saying, some dancing, that's mixing it up, we might get a little country, a little rock and roll in it too, you feel what I'm saying, but yeah. It's something different I'm working on. That's why I've been not really putting out too much, you know what I'm saying? I ain't put out no new music in a minute because I've just been really at the drawing board working on this new project and just making sure that it is what I say it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Already.
As you can see, this is Green Lounge LA. A lot of different artists push past, and as you see, my brother fighting with dialysis, and yet he's still doing it. So if he can do it, you definitely can do it. But as we go, you already know how this goes. We love you. We appreciate you and respect you. But peace. We out.